On the bill today, let's look at the headline. 70% of Nigerians in the diaspora have their own businesses. Nigerians in the diaspora own their businesses. Okay, I've been saying that the only problem between us and the white people has to do with some sense of togetherness. I'm not saying all the white people are together, but when it comes to uniting together or being one front to fight and then pushing their country together, that is what they do. And that is what we need to do. Basically, it is hard to stop a Nigerian from penetrating in, every endeavor and every country. And they won't. It's in their DNA. That is why I've given you the crabology situation. We have to love them for pushing us in the diaspora. It doesn't mean that it would not come with the slightest blemish of one or two petty parts of illegality. Yes, one or two. But the question I'm asking, does it form a majority stake of the Niger people? No. 90% are doing massive out there. You are only talking about the 10%. Don't act like a white man or some of the white people who will come here and then on their camera and shoot the slums and the negative side of Africa to go and project out there. Don't let us do that. All right, family. Hello, my people. Welcome to this wonderful and awesome channel, TJ Serious. I am your commander-in-chief. I am your chief kingpin. You can call me Emeka Olua TJ. And then for La Rain, I am focused and fixated on Pan-Africanism. And that is what I do here. It doesn't matter where the news is coming from. I make sure I face it fair and square. And I stand between the middle and face it from both ends. So this has been a week where South Africa has been in the news. It's been more of a slippery slope, but we've done due diligence to the topics and we are looking forward to doing more. I've seen a comment from a South African commenting about the RSPD, whatever government buildings which is owned by a Nigerian, asking me why a Nigerian can own a government building, a government housing project, whatever, and then be taking rent from people. The question I also want to ask him is that in my country, let me use my country for an example. State-owned firms are sold to private entities by government. All right? So your authorities, you should ask your authorities why they sold that apartment to the Nigerian, because he's a businessman. He can't acquire it illegally and be taking money from people just like that. He acquired it through the legal means. All right? So the hate, the unusual hate, shouldn't be geared towards a Nigerian who has acquired a government property with his hard-earned money and making business legally. And you people are here gibberishing about it. In my country, state-owned companies are sold to people. And contracts are signed. So far as paperwork and due diligence are done, I beg, hush or shift. Let's switch away from that and move to why I'm here. It's a Pan-African channel, and that is what I do. I've been talking about Tyler here when she won the Grammys. You people were not here talking about it. You were not giving me the good O's and shout-outs. When you do something wrong and we talk about it, you're the ball. I beg, let's put that aside. On the bill today, let's look at the headline. 70% of Nigerians in the diaspora have their own businesses. Nigerians in the diaspora own their businesses. Okay? I've been saying that the only problem between us and the white people has to do with some sense of togetherness. I'm not saying all the white people are together, but when it comes to uniting together or being one front to fight and then pushing their country together, that is what they do. And that is what we need to do, basically. All right. Now, let me make a case scenario to buttress my topic and my subject of discussion today. And then I'm going to leave the rest to you for your candid opinion. Okay? Reverend Eastwood Anaba is a Ghanaian, well-known man of God in Ghana. And he made this scenario, and I'm touching on it. Get two basins, pan or silver basins or rubber basins, washing one, and then let's go for crabs. two different types of crabs, all right? We place it in front of your house, and then you put in one of the basin black crabs, crabs, crab or crabs. And then the other basin, you have white crabs. White crabs, I usually see some at the beach side. They'll be, moving in and out from the sand. Put them together at one place and then go and sleep. The next morning, these are the results you get. All right? Black crabs in a washing basin, white crabs in a washing basin, uncovered. The black crabs will still be in the basin, whereas the white crabs, all right, will not be there. They will all be gone. And this is the keynote explanation to this example and the case scenario I'm making. When any of the black crabs decide to go out of the rubber basin, he would have to clip his hand on the edge and then move. Whilst he's doing that, the remaining crabs will clip him and he will fall back into the basin. It will go on and on till the next morning. Whereas with the white crabs, when the other wants to go out, he clips his hand on the edge of the basin and then stretch out his hand in it, pull another one to the edge of the basin, and then otilon away back. They will do that continuously till they are all gone, helping each other. So that is the difference between us and them. Mindset. Pulling down. Envy. The white crab saw that a brother is rising and has extended his hand. They joined. They did same, reciprocated same, and they all left. The black ones kept crabologizing each other and they were all there. If I don't go, you won't go. And that is what we are using as a nervous and a hateful, bait to pull Nigerians down. It is the reason why I am saying that 70% of them own businesses in Nigeria as a result of the fact that they don't like to be ordered around easily. Any menial job where sense no day inside, you just be ordering them around and about. When they fit into the system and they become self-aware and they get to know a lot more about the system and know when to penetrate and know what to do and what not to do, I beg, they will establish something of your own. And when we are talking about this on this Pan-African stance, listen to the mindset of people. You have 100% stake of Nigerians in the diaspora, and then only 10% are the ones maybe doing the illegal stuff. This is what people will be commenting in the comment section. Oh, this Nigerian did this. This Nigerian did. What about the 90% of them who are doing positive stuff, doing good stuff, projecting themselves in a positive way? I've done Heziba, Kinwale, all right, Guinness World Record. We've had a whole cases of Guinness World Record won by Nigerians. Tunde Onakoya. We will not talk about that one. We've done, a whole lot of examples to talk about. Burna Boy, the music industry, the movie industry. That's why I'm saying 90% of Nigerians are doing something impactful, positive, legally right. In the diaspora, we will live it. And I will talk about only the 10% who are maybe indulging in illegal activities. Is that how you measure? Is that how we're taught to measure, a case study or anything, even in exams? That is our problem. So fixated on the negative and then pulling down people. Even in your house, I've been saying this, in your family, you have issues there, right? Does it overshadow the good things in your family? No. So if they are doing their thing, why would you go and bring just the 10% of the few ones who are maybe indulged in one or two illegal activities and use that as a case study to summarize the whole situation and linger on it? I beg. 90% of Nigerians in the diaspora are owning businesses. Some are professors, some are lawyers, some, even if they don't have businesses, they make sure that they fit into a well-managed job and a well-managed and respectable job in the diaspora. I don't know why people's eyes are closed about this. If you have people who have a natural, DNA of making sure that they are business-oriented and they take their businesses out there, you hate them for that? Just because you can't order them around, just because you would want to go and work, come back home and then sleep, and they want to explore, have an adventure, take risk and make it out there, you call them over adventurous? You hate them for that? We shouldn't do this to ourselves. 70% of these people owning business is a big bang for Africa and Africans as a whole. What do you need to do? If you don't want to join their businesses, why don't you learn from them? And I'm leaving it to you. If you are in the diaspora, maybe you are a Zimbabwean or a Zimbabwean, you are a South African, all right? You are a Ghanaian, you are a Kenyan, Ugandan. What are your experiences as well? How are your businesses thriving? What is your experience about Nigerians in the diaspora? And yourself, share it with me in the comment section as we push a Pan-African stance on this channel. Either than that, I beg, you can't stop them. It is hard to stop a Nigerian from penetrating in, every endeavor and every country. They won't. It's in their DNA. That is why I've given you the crabology situation. We have to laugh them for pushing us in the diaspora. It doesn't mean that it would not come with the slightest blemish of one or two petty parts of illegality. Yes, one or two. But the question I'm asking, does it form a majority stake of the Niger people? No. 90% are doing massive out there. You are only talking about the 10%. Don't act like a white man or some of the white people who will come here and then on their camera and shoot the slums and the negative side of Africa to go and project out there. Don't let us do that. Let's put the camera on the majority stake of the Niger people who are doing well, are well managed, are legally living in these in the diaspora, and then talk about it. Other than putting our cameras on the few ones, 10% of them who are, sorry for saying, are doing illegality, and you think that forms the whole totality of Niger people. I beg. Let's not do this to ourselves. Nigerians in the diaspora, and the 70% I'm referring to, are people who have taken risks and are doing it and are doing better because they have a vision, a foresight, and a business orientation in them. So what am I doing today? It is up to us to learn. Learn from them. It won't hurt you to learn. Why are they dominant? Risk takers. You go to work, go and sleep. They will be risking their lives to setting up businesses. At the end of it, though, you give them all sorts of names. I beg, this is a Pan-African channel. Let's do the needful. And they are leading the forefront on this Pan-African channel. Why? Because their news are global and it gives you the passion, the zeal, and commitment to be talking about them. And this is what I'm doing. Guys, sorry for that. This is what I am known for. Even in my country, this is what I'm known for. All right? And this is what I'm going to do. Shout outs to every Nigerian out there. Like I said, if you're an African and you want to share your thoughts in the diaspora, what you are also doing, projecting, let's put the camera on the positives and promote it, just as we are doing here on this Pan-African channel. If you want us to talk about you and stay fixated on the facts, do same. And trust me, I will be here and I'll talk about it. Shout outs to every Nigerian out there in the diaspora, having a thing or two, working or putting together businesses for themselves. I appreciate your comment in the comment section. If you are other Africans and you're also seeing your country or country people doing well, comment about it. I will do a topic about it and I'll invite you. All right, guys, very soon I'm going to be going live and I'll introduce you to the podcast for you to, also share your opinion. So wait for the live sessions as we enter into this coming month or the next month of September. It is still TJ Studios. I am your Pan-African, and subscribe to my channel if you love my content, and I love you all. I love you. All right, I love you. Drop your comments in the comment section and let's do this together. I salute you and peace out.